At least when we screwed up back in the day, like it wasn't on the gram. It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was fine. It just lived in legend, and eventually it went away.
Yep.
But now,
if someone's recording it, it's gonna live forever.
It's just gonna be a meme for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Well, it's good to know that kids are still stupid.
Welcome to another episode of Don Draper's Den. On this podcast, we discuss branding and marketing and how it touches so many aspects of our lives. We also talk a bunch of trash about music and food and nostalgia and culture and so much more, and possibly each other. We hope you're entertained. We hope you get some insight from two marketing insiders such as ourselves. I'm Chris. This is Ernie. In this episode, we got into nostalgia again.
Well, that's kind of our thing, right?
That is kind of, the 80s, growing up in the 80s, video games, Kmart.
Talking about brands, right? Brands that kind of survived.
And those that unfortunately did not.
Yep.
Like Blockbuster. So it was a good one. We hope you're entertained, of course. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. We want to blow this thing up. And of course, we appreciate your support. So without further ado, pour yourself a glass and let's get into this.
All right, cheers.
Nobody's zone around here, dude. So I know I brought it up last podcast, but I didn't have the note on the Fuhrer. Whatever weird crap you're putting in your drink. We can't see it because it's black and white.
What are you talking about?
It's cloudy, dude.
What are you talking about?
Are you pouring
Scotch,
seahorses into your scotch? Because it kind of looks cloudy, man.
Remember that toy, seahorses?
Yeah, I remember had the little thing. There was like a little bubble, kind of, and you could see them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They were
what a strange
they were
toy
shrimp, right?
To really get as a kid.
I think they were shrimp.
Yeah. I think so. Like little brine shrimp or something.
There's a lot of weird things back in the day, man.
A pet rock.
Like the pet rock is
the Chia Pet.
Super dumb. Chia Pet's super dumb.
Yeah.
I know
Stretch Armstrong.
I know a lady, actually. I think KT over at Lido Grove. Shout out. She can get custom Chia Pets.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do with that.
Mm-mm.
You do a lot of fun shapes, though. Use your imagination, people. But yeah, no, back in the day, dude, and like how dangerous everything was.
Yep.
But also like how industrial waste was it all. You know what I mean? Like I remember a lot of. It's hard. I'll try to think as I'm talking. It's like, was this really a toy, or did you just have like too many tires left over? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, I don't know, what are we gonna do? Have the kids play with it. It'll be fine.
No, that's how the playgrounds were when we were kids.
Dude.
You know? Using tires. They used
the like glistening silver.
Yeah.
Whatever, fill a slide.
You burn your ass on a
You would
slide.
burn your entire ass.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
What were they thinking?
They would use in our playground in our neighborhood. They would use those concrete underground I don't even know, pipes, tubes.
Yeah, like sewage pipes.
Sewage pipes, yeah.
100%. I know exactly.
They just basically buried that like an eighth of the way in the ground.
Yeah.
And we would just like hang on the what we thought were like pull-up bars or something, right. But really those were like
it's just
steps.
rebar.
Yeah. No, it was like the steps.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So if you flip over the concrete pipe, those are like actual steps you walk to get down to the sewer.
Who knows where they came from?
Right.
They probably just pulled them out of somewhere.
Yep.
And then the town, the township or whatever, whoever built it, they got it on discount. They're like, oh yeah, we got a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this would be great for the
here's
kids.
Leftovers, basically. Leftover stuff. Just throw that in. Dump. They painted it. I remember they like spray painted like stars on the sides. Yeah. Yeah,
that's America, man.
Yeah.
That's America. That's why we're so tough.
And then you look at the playground equipment now, and everything's all, coated with the plastic or rubber material for safety.
Yeah.
The wood chips are like grinded,
like grinded
old,
shoes or something.
Old tires that they painted brown.
Yeah.
Everything's all safe. No, Not then, dude.
Is it though, dude? Is it though? Because those freaking things are gonna last forever. Forever is gonna be
Yeah.
somebody's gonna drop the bomb, right? I hope it's not for generations.
Mhm.
Somebody's gonna drop a bomb, right? They're gonna end it all, and the only thing that's gonna be left are today's safe toys.
Yeah,
Because they're
yeah.
covered in who the hell knows what they're covered in.
Yeah, I don't
They're
know.
indestructible now, right? They're indestructible.
Well,
And then
our toys were indestructible. Remember, we used to have Transformer, like they were die cast, dude. I mean, they're hard. You could hurt somebody with them.
yeah,
Now they're just plastic shit. Like, so
there's a lot of dangerous toys. In fact,
lame.
I'll call this girl out right now, dude. I don't care. Kristen Carlson.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she chased me around preschool.
Yeah.
I think it was preschool. And this is all hearsay because I
Mhm.
don't remember, right? But I was told this. And she said, I'm going to marry you, right?
Mhm.
She was going to marry me. She's happily married, by the way.
Yeah.
Great guy. But anyways, so yeah, but she was going to marry me. And then I allegedly, said no, right? As I'm not going to be okay with this request.
Yeah.
And she proceeded to hit me with those logs. You know, the logs where it was like oh so big, had the little cutouts,
Yeah.
And yeah, she like hit me in the head with it.
Yeah. Indestructible.
It's just weapons. We handed kids
Talk about like
weapons
Lincoln
back then.
logs.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah. Or the stack blocks that had like different like half moon cutouts and circles and
You
stuff
could
like
stack
that.
them,
Yeah.
make like you just make a log cabin. Really,
Yeah.
that's all you can do with those.
No, those were our toys, man.
Yeah,
But we had the merry-go. What do you call that? That merry-go-round? That's not merry-go-round. Basically,
it's got like four
right metal things.
Yeah, right. I know what you mean.
Why can't I remember what that is called? All I remember was like we'd go so fast,
Yeah.
and whoever's left standing wins. The person who like in the meantime, some of the kids who are short, their like legs are off the ground. Yeah, there's always that one kid who would like want to sit in the middle, cross-legged,
Yeah, but the second you get off balance,
right, all of a sudden,
and it's always your head first, you're like,
yeah,
and then you just get ripped off the thing.
I remember that was in our playground at school, and teachers would just watch us on this rusted old,
just raggedy ass.
I can't remember the name. Or the teeter totter.
Yeah,
we'd always like do cherry bombs, just let them drop and poof, hit the ground.
Is that what?
That's what we called it when we were kids. We had this one gym equipment, playground equipment. We called it it was like the green machine or something, but it was made of just wood, just this big wooden thing, and there was this one part of it that was like a tower, square in shape tower, and then there's other things like you could walk on the top and go in and climb down the bottom, come out the bottom type of thing.
Okay.
Well, what we did at school, and they let the teachers would let us do is we would see how many kids we could cram into the tower. And so then there was one kid in the bottom crying, because all the kids are stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
And it's like we didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the kids don't have that experience anymore.
No, man, it doesn't seem as fun, bro. It doesn't seem as fun. And I think that the kids, not quite that age, you were talking about the little spinny thing, which I can't remember the name of it either. But there's one, it's got to be America. I want to think it's in Russia, but probably not. It's America. It's probably in Arkansas. Anyways, so they got themselves one of them motorcycles, right? They got the little motorcycle or a dirt bike or something, right? It's got an engine on it. And they like kind of position it in just such a way that the back wheel is rubbing against the little spinny thing at your local playground.
Yeah.
And they're all knucklehead like teenagers, let's say. I hope they're teenagers, because if they're in their 20s, they shouldn't procreate, because that's really freaking stupid. Anyways, so there they are. And then naturally, they're like, okay, we're going to hold on. And they go, and they rev the thing for real.
Yeah.
And the one kid, like, he's holding on, and his head kind of goes back. And within a second, he's, what are you doing? What is wrong with you?
Although there's that one new, and if you go to playgrounds now, those things were like, it's like almost like a steering wheel, but you could go around in circles on that
and
thing.
It's kind of lopsided.
It's lopsided, so that
my son loves those, dude.
Yeah. Those could get dangerous. I remember trying that when I was taking, Lily out when she was younger, and you start spinning on the thing. It's like, I mean, do you ever see that reel where like there's like older kids playing on that,
Yeah.
and he's going so fast.
Right.
He flies off. He lets go of his grip, flies off, and he hits his
Oh, it's
nuts.
so good.
Yeah,
Those are some of my favorites, dude. Or when you
and like you could feel it when you're watching, like, oh,
God damn it. Oh man, yeah, that guy's got to take a knee. Those are my favorite videos. Like if I'm having a bad day,
yeah,
and I don't know what it is, man, it's just Schadenfreude. I just want to see people get all jacked up. When it's like Mr. or Mrs. John Q. Public decides to get off the couch after like 15 years in retirement from physical activity, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, I know what I'll do. I'll go and do like the zip line type thing into the local river. Where do you get your grip strength, though?
Right.
You haven't held on to anything except a carton of milk. And all of a sudden, you're going to carry 2 bills, just woodily do 30 miles an hour into the river? No, you're going to eat shit 20 feet before you even
get
see
there,
the water.
Right? You ever see the one? There's
so
that one where I don't know if it was a zip line or if it was one of those ropes hanging from the tree, but this like heavier set lady. I think it was rope, but she jumps on a thing and she doesn't make it to the water.
No,
she's
I might be the one. She drags her feet and just kind of collapses. Oh, it's good. It's so good.
I wonder though if kids these days still turn things into like, violent playground equipment like we did when we were kids.
100%.
You think they do
100%.
that?
Yeah, doesn't
so
have to
so
be,
that's still alive and well today. That's good. That's
I mean,
good.
for young boys,
they need to, because like I think of some of the playground equipment today, and some of them I know if we were kids we'd turn those into like vicious, killing machines. Like remember they have like some of those playgrounds they have that web now. They didn't have that when we were kids. Those are cool. But I could totally see if we were kids, we're playing tag on the web. Some kid falls, leg goes in between one of the ropes. Bro. They flip.
Or you grab on, somebody's stepping on your fingers. Oh, man.
I wonder,
Yeah.
We would always figure out how to turn something that's supposed to
violent.
Be so safe into something so violent.
God. Hey, you know what's the best at the play? It's like when you're just a little older than is the age for the playground. Because then you can do cool stuff, right? Like I like so my son's 10, right? So he's not quite there. It's like he's probably got the idea, but he's still very small. He's just a boy, right? But there's going to be a day within the next couple of years where he has like, some added athletic ability, but also combined with the sheer stupid audacity of a little boy, and he's going to pull some parkour move off the little kids, thing. Right. And that's either going to be an opportunity and he's going to be showing off for girls because that's how it goes. Right. Hey, girls, check me out. Right. Oh, and then either you come out like an all-star. Right. You're like, oh, then he did the flip and I got it on the gram. Whoa. Right. Or he's just going to eat shit and never live it down. So, at least when we screwed up back in the day, like, it wasn't on the gram. It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was fine. It just lived in legend, and eventually it went away.
Yep.
But now,
if someone's recording it, it's going to live forever.
It's just going to be a meme for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, it's good to know that kids are still stupid.
Way to go, kids. No kids watch this, or they shouldn't.
You mentioned parkour. I love those reels where like you see this like guy who just doesn't know how to do it. And they're just like leaning on like a bench and like lifting his feet. Parkour. Yeah. But what kills me is like they think they're doing it. They're convinced.
They're really killing it. Yeah. There's this one. Did you send me that guy? The karate guy? He's a pretty chubby dude. Right? Chubby, bald, white guy.
Yeah. And he's just kind of like running. And he.
What are you doing?
He's convinced that.
What are you?
He knows what he's doing.
I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I can't.
I love that stuff.
I can't. It boils my blood. Bro, in the days, look, it's not like you can't turn on the internet in a variety of ways, right? If you want serious academic for real study of martial arts that work.
Yeah.
How many gyms,
Yeah.
how many professionals, how many schools throughout the world have shown their stuff really works in combat?
Yeah.
Look, I mean, you don't have to dive deep at all,
Mm-mm.
but yet there's still those like Kmart brand, just like, what are you thinking, man? And then like, don't they have friends?
No, but
Don't they
see,
have
they're not
somebody that-
even good at whatever discipline they're doing. That's the funny thing.
there is no
And-
discipline. They just made
but
it
they're
up.
so convinced that those reels that they make me laugh all the time. Like, or even like Nunchuck Tyler. Remember I sent you that?
Yeah.
I love that dude.
Yeah.
But like he's
He
actually
kinda had
really
some
good.
skills. He had
He's
some
actually
skills.
really good at the
Shout out.
nunchucks.
Yeah.
Tyler,
He-
you're
he
doing
did
good.
have- he
But
did
the
have-
fact that he's like he's super empathetic and compassionate,
Right.
and he's always saying something positive.
Yeah.
Nunchuck Tyler wants you to have a happy day.
Yeah.
And he's like really spinning it around his fingers of
Fine with
nunchucks.
that.
Dude, but then he's like super serious. Like he believes in what he's doing.
Right.
That just gets me.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that shit. Like,
Yeah. Totally
I follow
deadpan.
him all the time.
Yeah.
Because he just makes me smile and laugh. It's like you see, if you're feeling alone, just pick up a hobby. Doesn't matter what it is.
It's fun.
And don't let anybody tell you what make fun of you. Just keep doing it. If it makes you happy, keep doing it. And he's like, meantime, he's spinning his nunchucks.
When
I love
people are like
dude,
that,
man.
though, dude,
Nunchuck
like,
Tyler, you're the bomb.
I also kind of wonder, like, what happened.
But the thing is, obviously, he knows what the fuck he's doing because he has his own branded shirts.
Do his stuff.
He has like all these followers. I mean,
Way to go.
so you wonder how much is just a persona, or if that's.
Right.
For,
If he, like,
I think
created
it's for real. Like
Yeah.
that's really. But he actually has some sense to obviously edit these posts, and so he's doing it.
He's killing it. Yeah. But also probably Nunchuck Tyler was in a dark spot. Right. Because
Hey,
if
you
you
know
find yourself talking out loud in such a calm way
Yeah.
while spinning nunchucks.
But then he has a song at the end. Nunchuck Tyler playing his nunchucks.
But you're thinking about no. You're thinking about the moment where he's already got the 1 million followers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about the moment before he set the camera up, because he did it then too.
Yeah.
And he was in his bathroom, and like
But see,
everybody
I
broke his
have full
heart
respect,
before,
dude.
and then he was just like, Nunchuck Tyler.
Hey,
He's
I have
hitting
full
himself in
respect
the
to Nunchuck
face.
Tyler because you know what?
Look how far he's come.
Yeah.
Look how far
And
he's come.
and if thinking positively and sharing good messages helps him, and he's helping others, that's awesome, dude.
He hits himself in the
You know how
face,
many
and a tear gets like splattered on.
you know
his
how
face.
many people
Yeah.
are just so defeated and they don't do shit. They just sit around and they blame
He
everybody.
learned nunchucks.
He learned nunchucks. He learned
talked
how to
himself
do.
out of it,
Talk himself
out of bad times.
Yeah, he's sharing positive messages. Now he's actually going beyond himself and helping
Yeah.
others. And then he actually knows how to do video
some
editing,
some
and posting,
marketing too. He's
right?
got some marketing,
and he's
chops.
doing his
Got shirts.
t-shirts and everything, which I love. Like he's doing it.
Way to go,
Huge
buddy.
respect.
Yeah, way to go. But he
Yeah.
did start out
That's what you think.
sad as a motherfucker, bro, because he was Nunchuck Tyler, you're a good person. So
Yeah.
we all can
Hey,
start
Hey,
somewhere.
you know
here.
what?
Every
he did it.
waterfall starts with a drop,
Yeah. Right.
even if it is a teardrop.
No.
I don't know why. Nunchuck Tyler's
Mhm.
fine by me.
I have no
So
problem.
look, here's the.
No problem with Nunchuck Tyler.
Anyways,
Mhm.
we jumped off in nostalgia, which puts me in mind of we're always talking about movies. I still got to watch The Bear. We're gonna watch that on Hulu. But that's not nostalgic. But what makes me think of is the experience of back in the day. Like, speaking of kids never having the ability to have that experience,
Mhm.
walking.
Yeah,
in,
like now they're able to just watch The
click,
Bear
click,
on Hulu
click.
just in an
It
instant.
came out yesterday.
But then back
I'm gonna
then,
watch it.
we'd have to go to
Where would you go?
Blockbuster,
You go
dude.
to You make it a Blockbuster night. You get some
Yeah.
popcorn.
Mhm.
You know, if you're old enough, right, you get yourself a little sixer,
Mhm.
right? You romance an old lady. You know, you bring out get that little beer, get you a 6-pack.
I get
Go to
some goobers
Blockbuster.
or snow caps,
Let's go.
popcorn.
Yeah.
Extra with the extra butter popcorn.
You're in.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Then
it's
you
a
start
sealed
making those
deal.
where in the tub.
Yeah.
Popcorn in a tub. You just put that in the microwave.
Yep.
Dude, those are good times. My mom used to she would say, "Hey, let's go to Blockbuster and get some a movie."
Did you guys go?
And then
along?
I go, and she would always say, "Movies, movie night." And I'm like, "Yes, I love, I love movie night. I love movie night with my mom
That's adorable.
and my dad." Yeah. Oh, I love Blockbuster videos.
Yeah.
I at one point when I was in college, I made it a point to try to see if I could watch every movie that was in Blockbuster in the middle section. I didn't like the goal was I didn't care if it was like
Okay.
whatever it was rated or if the cover looked horrible.
Right.
I'm watching. I got to get work one because we at one point we had like a membership pass.
Yeah.
Where my parents paid for it. I just had to go and just get the
Damn.
right.
So it was on them.
Yeah. So all right, I get.
How much were they? I don't even.
I can't
you have
remember
any
anymore.
idea?
Can't remember anymore.
I can't remember at all. I know I would usually tap out about 2.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because I couldn't. What else am I doing? But
Yeah.
God, how much were they, man? But I loved. So the weird thing about horror movies, and metal music
Mhm.
is it's all about the cover.
Mhm.
It's all about the cover. So
Mhm.
like, that's how I lived my whole life. Then
Was looking at covers.
it was all the cover. So I more often than not found me a good like metal album.
Mhm.
You know, the first what's the ones that's a Demanufacture by I don't remember the name. A metal band. And a number of a bunch of Cannibal Corpse records
Mhm.
where I'm like, is this good? Is this bad? I don't know. Let me take a look. Whoa, that looks pretty insane, you know?
Mhm.
And so horror movies were the same thing. So going to Blockbuster, the horror section,
Yeah.
and like what was out there, man? Like the Friday the 13th thing,
Mhm.
forever. Yeah,
Freddy Krueger.
Yep.
I
Nightmare on Elm
remember
Street,
having
yeah.
nightmares of Freddy Krueger because heading into one of the Blockbusters, they used to have one of those cut out,
Oh, the cardboard
things
cutout, yeah.
of Freddy Krueger.
Right.
And my brother Erwin, as we're heading in, he goes, "I dare you to just while we're in Blockbusters get a movie that if you stood here and just looked at Freddy Krueger's face the whole time while we're in there, that you'll have nightmares."
How old were you?
And I'm like, I was young. I was like in elementary. And
Damn.
I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna have nightmares. So the whole time I just
Afraid
sat
no
there looking
cardboard
at
shit,
him,
bro.
every little detail, the burn marks on his face,
Yeah.
and man, that night he was right. I couldn't sleep.
I mean, he was a child killer, man. It's like great.
Yeah.
I didn't get it at the time.
And the whole thing was he goes into your dreams. So yeah, what a big brother.
When is the last time you saw a Nightmare on Elm Street, though? Like one of the originals with Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger.
Honestly, that's a long time ago. It would have to be early 90s, like 91, 92 or something like that.
They're so fucking bad, man.
Yeah.
Like, of all horror movies,
Mhm.
like I love Friday the 13th because it's like such a slasher flick,
Mhm.
like the old ones with Kane Hodder when
Yeah.
he was the Jason. Like, all those up until about Jason number 8,
Mhm.
I'm all about it, right? Because what do you get, right? You know you're going to get some good kills. There's going to be some funnies.
Yep.
There's going to be some boobs in there, and it's a good time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool. But, and it still holds up for the most part, right? Most of the special effects, all right, they're pretty decent.
No,
No, because they're live, right?
Uh-huh.
You had some of the best makeup artists of the day, you know,
Yeah.
Nicotero and a couple other people like doing a thing.
Yeah.
So it's pretty quality.
Yep.
I'll tell you though, if I had an old TV,
Mm-hmm.
right, that's what I would prefer because I would rather watch it on VHS or like maybe a DVD, I guess, but I'd rather watch it on an old TV
Mm-hmm.
because when you see it in like high def, dude,
Yeah, it's terrible. So bad.
It is. So you can see like the painted backdrops in Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
It just ruins the whole movie, man. It's terrible. But anyways, Freddy Krueger and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. I remember watching
so
this
bad.
Netflix. Is it on Netflix or Amazon Prime? They had a documentary on horror movies and how like they picked out some of the key movies that propelled that genre. It was interesting to learn, like the earlier days where they had very little money, low budgets.
Yeah.
They would have to try to figure out how to make blood look real on
Dude.
screen. In the meantime, like blood's like dripping in people's eyes and like burning their eyes.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan, older horror fan, but the So, just to go off on that tangent quickly, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the first one,
Mhm.
really is one of my favorite movies. I don't
Mhm.
know why it's so twisted, but they had like a $20,000, if not less, budget.
Yeah.
Right, they're college kids.
Yeah.
Right, they had no choice but to keep it real. They didn't have enough money to fake it, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Blood aside, one of the greatest kill scenes ever.
Mm.
Right, the meat hook scene
Mhm.
when Leatherface puts the broad on the meat hook
Mhm.
back first. Oh
Yeah, I've
God.
seen clips. I've never watched it though.
Oh, it's
Because it's
so
really
good.
it hasn't been until recently
Yeah.
with Hannah
Right.
that I've gotten into horror movies. I mean, I watched them back when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
like I wasn't really into it. You know, I was watching Grease, musical Sound of Music. I was watching Hallmark movie type stuff. And, like I was that guy. Like
Yeah,
I
you
liked
were.
all those feel good movies, drama movies, right? What do you call those, dramedies or whatever, rom-coms, you know.
How many times have you seen Girlfriends of the Past? What's that Matthew McConaughey movie?
Yeah, I've
That
only watched
rom-com?
that a couple times. Yeah, but
What?
Sweet Home Alabama, dude. Every time that's on TV, if we're on vacation or something, like at my parents, or, for Christmas, and they play that,
Is
and
that the
on
one?
repeat, I'm like watching it on repeat. Like, I love that. I love that show, dude. Love that show.
Well, I like that. I like that McConaughey.
But
Yeah.
no, Matthew McConaughey is not in Sweet Home Alabama.
No, I'm talking about the one I like.
Oh,
What is it? Girlfriends of Christmas Past?
yeah,
Girlfriend Past?
that's it. But there was the I like the How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days or something like that. How to Lose a Date.
Yeah. Dude, what does your old lady think of this? What is Hannah's opinion on all
She
this?
loves it,
That's crazy.
actually. She's like, I like that you actually have a sensitive side, and hey,
Bro.
I can't help it. I do. I like it. I'm the guy who's like, I was crying when you watch The Bear and you've watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Season 4, episode 10, dude. But and I've invested myself into that show.
Right.
Dude, I had
Just sitting there
tears. I'm like,
bawling.
this is so
That was
good.
it?
If that scene alone doesn't win an award for The Bear,
Right.
I don't know what has to convince them. It's that good.
Big. I promise I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not a half measures kind of guy. So I'm gonna watch the whole thing. I got to see it.
Yeah,
Talked it up.
It's really good. But that's when Hannah, it was recently. Then Hannah said, "I'm really glad." I mean, she was actually teary-eyed too. And she's like, "I'm really glad that like you had this sensitive side. That's really neat to see." I'm like, because that's why relationships matter. People matter to me. That's why I love what I do with marketing, because it's all about that. Then why I'm always talking about empathy in marketing, compassion, because it's like there is a person on the other end of our messaging that we're trying to reach.
Yeah.
Right. We're just not trying to push narratives onto them, and force them and manipulate them to do something. Chris,
wait, is that
that's what you do, Chris?
But I like horror movies where it's
Hannah though comes with that background of loving horror movies.
Yeah.
And so, our agreement is come September, she's allowed to watch ghost movies and horror movies. Right. And then come December, I get to watch my Hallmark movies.
Slasher movies?
Everything. Slasher movies to whatever she gets her going.
You need to see I Spit on Your Grave.
Really?
That's what you got to say.
So I'm game. I'm like, okay, that's what you like to watch.
Right, we're gonna get a list. So as we've gotten off the,
but I will admit though that sometimes when I watch it, I have to look at the top of the screen because I can't.
Don't say it, bro. Really,
dude, I can't help it. Okay,
you've handed out, dude. If you had a deck of cards labeled man cards, how many of you surrendered during the portion of this podcast?
That's okay. If I had 100 man cards,
you might have,
right?
You've
at the start of this podcast, in episode 1, after everything I've revealed, I'm probably down to my last 10.
That's being very generous.
10.
You've started
Give me
to
10,
steal
Chris.
mine.
I got 10.
I have a library of them. I've got like the Library of Alexandria, man. It's huge. And you're just starting to take some out.
I got 10 left.
Sneaking out my man cards.
I got 10 left. Hey, but you know what? I still watch football. I watch sports.
Sure, yeah.
I ride my motorcycle.
There it is. Yeah, so does Rob.
I know how to fish. I love fishing. I've hunted.
Okay.
Dude, I know I build barns.
Oh, you
What else
built
do I
a
got to
very
do to
nice
prove
barn.
to you, dude?
It's a very nice barn. I
take
have to
10
compliment
sheep.
you. Yeah.
We have a big truck too that we ride around.
There you go. It's your wife's
You're not
truck,
the only
though, right?
one.
Isn't it your wife's truck?
Yeah, technically. Why do you got to do that?
It doesn't matter.
Like,
Anyways.
Whatever. I thought you
So-
had my back. Whatever.
Speaking of that, so Blockbuster night is really left off in your trading in your man cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, what
Yeah, I missed
happened to
that, man.
Blockbuster though? You know, like
What happened is they didn't. What did they like? They just kind of wrote it into the rocks.
yeah, but
Right.
like
It seems like wouldn't they have seen it coming?
I wonder what
hindsight,
happened
yeah.
in those meetings when they're like when streaming services started becoming a
when
thing,
Netflix
or
and-
just the
yeah.
internet.
Right.
Like, did they just like turn a blind eye and say, I don't know, I don't understand this interweb thing, and like
It seems
decided
to be,
not to pursue, and invest in that? Or, I'm sure there was probably money and, money issues involved, and well, how much money goes into R&D for that,
Yeah,
and we
right.
don't have that.
Yeah.
That's, but at some point somebody had to think of that. I mean, they did the Blockbuster video kiosks, right? Like
Too little, too late.
Redbox, but
Too little, too late.
Redbox kind of dominated that for a while, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like, you still see a handful of them every once in a while.
It's super weird. But it's out in the sticks, right? I
It-
mean, like where I understand what I learned was that Redbox or something of that ilk is where there's the broadband is like sketch,
Mm-hmm.
right? So then I'm like, all right,
Yeah, right.
all right, I get it, and then it makes all the more sense, especially out here in Ohio. Like
Mhm.
it's
I gotta
easy
call
to
out Ohio like that, dude.
Well, because it's easy to be like, where in the hell am I right now? Right? There's like some farmland. You just don't know
Oh, that's
where
right.
you
You're
are.
from New Jersey. You gotta like
But
somehow
New Jersey is
Ohio.
it's this big.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you drive any direction 40
Uh-huh.
minutes in New Jersey, you're probably
Hey,
gonna
I
end up
live out in the
city.
country, and Elon Musk's like satellite internet thing covers us, so
Yeah.
we're good. Yeah,
So, but
it costs an arm and a leg.
well, I'd mentioned this. But yeah, if you're just, in some other towns we won't name that are local, but you know what I'm saying? If you live around here, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, you might be like, hey, look, folks around here, it's probably just easier and cheaper. Just go down the street, Redbox. I get it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I get it.
But if anybody should have had a streaming service, any brand, like if you would ask us then,
Oh my
like,
God.
it would have been Blockbuster. Like, you should have had like a streaming service, but
I can
instead,
picture like even the way that it looks.
Mhm.
I would have left it just like
just
that.
like
Just like that. It almost would look as bad as like a picture of a cardboard cutout.
that. Mhm.
Would be perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
It would have been awesome. But you know what? They missed the window.
They missed the shit out of that movie.
Yeah. Amazon, however, then now they have their Prime Video. They're like the Blockbuster. Like, if
And
I'm
that's
ever
like-
looking for
yeah.
a movie and it's not on Netflix, I know I could probably rent it or buy it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
that's the bane of my kids' existence too, because like they'll find something,
Mhm.
and now they're wiser to it. But a couple of years ago, they would
Mhm.
like go through, looking, and they knew enough to look, but they didn't always know enough to consider rent or buy.
Oh,
And I'm cheap with it. I don't really want to rent the goddamn movie. You know what I mean?
mhm,
We'll find something on the cheap, right?
mhm.
And so they give like, oh, it's rent or buy, curse you, all that kind of thing. But here's one thing I will give Blockbuster a shout out. There's one existing store.
Yeah, where is that? That's
in
like
Bend, Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah. There's, as I understand, the nostalgia thing.
Mhm.
There's an Airbnb out that way, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah,
So if you're so inclined, but like, whoops.
I bet you they get a lot of travelers just for the fun of it.
Just for, I mean,
Yeah.
when was the last time?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can picture the one. It was in Lakewood, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
That was on Route 9, and I had many a good time in there.
Yep.
Man.
Mine was
Yeah.
Strongsville, Ohio. We had it on Pearl Road.
Mm.
You had to kind of, from where I was coming from, you had to drive past the high school building. It was
Okay.
that shut off in a different road, Lund Road, I believe. And pulled on in.
Yeah.
And on Friday night, man, it was buzzing. Like,
Yeah.
there's people, all these cars. You're going in. You're hoping you get there first before
Oh
anybody else.
yeah.
right?
You see like one or two
You're
of the movies
asking
you
the
see. Yeah.
the person, the staff, did somebody return this movie?
Yeah.
You're just sitting there waiting,
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't have that kind of game either, man. I was incredibly shy
Yeah.
and super introverted. So like if it wasn't there,
Mm-hmm.
or even if there was one, I wouldn't even bother because I wouldn't want the confrontation of somebody else coming to get it.
Yeah.
So I just like, somebody else will get it.
Can you fill in the blank when you open up the box for the video? It says, "Please be kind."
Rewind.
Yeah, you'd have that. People have those fast rewinders. You slide
Yeah,
in
I
it,
remember those.
zzz.
They'd be shaped like a little race car.
Right. Yep. We
Yep.
had a red one.
Yeah. I might have had the exact same one.
Put it in there.
Yeah. Oh man.
Remember that was a VHS or VCRs were the shit back then. Like I remember when we were able to like start recording.
Yeah.
Like our nighttime series.
Yeah.
Okay, hit record.
Yeah.
You start recording it and then onto that VHS tape.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Blockbuster, yeah. I wish they were still around. I wish that they somehow got into streaming services.
Yeah.
But these brands just, they're just what other brands are out there that kind of fizzled out or maybe overcame adversity?
All right, Domino's. Domino's is an easy one, right? So Domino's, they're up Schitt's Creek, right? They're like in a bad way, and then
there's a number of things. There was a really good documentary video on YouTube about Domino's, and if it's on the internet, it should be it's true, right? I don't know, but it was talking about how Domino's were like the first to really profit big time on deliveries, home delivery stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how they made a lot of their money.
Right.
And then they went through a number of different ups and downs. I know one, somebody posted videos, like the guy and a girl working on staff, doing stuff to the pizza. Damn. And then delivering it out. That's and rough. that PR really hurt them.
That's rough.
But then when they got their new CEO, remember
2009, they rebrand.
They did a whole apology, which was like unprecedented. The CEO comes out, we apologize.
Yeah, new stuff, new recipe, new logo, the whole
for the pizza we've been giving to you guys over these years, right? Because they were made fun of, like it was like cardboard pizza. Yeah, tastes like cardboard.
Even had the little holes in it, like Elio's. Some raggedy pizza.
But now, from then, I gained respect for the brand. Yeah, like that they would again, maybe because of me, right? Like, wow, they actually apologized for what they did, and now they came up with their whole new recipe, whole new look and feel. Now when you go to a Domino's, you can watch them making the pizza. Right. Like they're kind of adding that personal touch to their in-store experience. Right. I think they even tried some new delivery options, like with those little cars with the heating units in it.
Yeah, they're pushing to like embrace tech, which is not the first. You don't always think pizza and tech, but they're certainly not the only ones doing it. Yeah, right. There's a lot of pizza places that are like, what's the term you were mentioning it when we did a thing? It was making it like fast and easy, kind of greasing that wheel. Yep. Removing friction.
Yeah, removing friction. Yep.
So yeah, it's the tech piece that is removing friction, because that's great. Like, yeah, if I want pizza, I want it right now. I just want to go bop. Yep. Give me the pizza I want.
I remember in the 80s, my parents were leaving the house for doing something, and my brother, the same brother Erwin, who made me have nightmares of Freddy Krueger.
Sure.
He's like, I'm like, well, what are we gonna eat? And he was already like making money, working at like a local tennis club. Right. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna order pizza, and I'm like, okay, we could do that. All right. Next thing I remember to this day, like the guy coming in with the Domino's pizza box. Yeah. The cups, for the drinks, and I'm like, wow, like just like that. Yeah, we just get that's crazy. Now we DoorDash, we Uber Eats
all day, and the things people DoorDash, bro. But like at my apartment building, Starbucks. A cup of Starbucks is $6.50 for like sugar and caffeine. What are you doing?
Tread lightly. You're talking about Hannah right now.
Bro.
Anything. I want a coffee. Get Starbucks. Or the other day.
That'll be $1 billion.
The other day, she had an issue at at Barker's and a water leak, and she had to get some dehumidifiers. So She just had them DoorDash a couple dehumidifiers and a fan. Yeah.
What is she doing?
Well,
She's
she was
just
busy
standing-
though. She's having to still groom dogs.
Oh,
but,
she was still working.
yeah.
Okay,
So there was a reason.
that seems slightly more reasonable.
But she's definitely
Yeah.
like maximized all opportunity
just
of
sitting
DoorDash.
atop of a throne. Get me my meat, you.
That's exactly it.
Beep.
Yeah. Ordering groceries.
Yeah.
Oh, they dropped off the groceries outside. I think I think though, without Hannah, I would say that I would be living under a rock, because like I would never have done DoorDash. I would never have done like she's encouraged using that meal that's frozen that you could buy, like it's not frozen, you make it on your own. But they give you each different meal in different bags.
like in a box of stuff.
A box of stuff.
Off. That's
I forget what why can't I remember it?
I know.
But she encourages doing that. Like
I'm try that.
If we get really busy. She has no problem trying the new technology, and if it makes her life easier, which I get. We're both busy with the businesses and
there's
everything
enough
else.
You know what? So I will say, I love Patrick Bet David. Shout out PBD. And his point, one of his things, he's talking about business, right? Mm-hmm. He's basically saying, like, in the business world, if you're going to do something, you'd better make sure it's worth your time, right? Which couldn't make any more sense, right? Mm-hmm. If you're the CEO, you got no business mailing out envelopes.
That's how we kind of approach things. Like, we even do this, like, we'll be working out in the yard, and Hannah would be like picking up dog shit or something, scooping it up. And I'll be like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm picking up all the dog shit. I'm like, no, see, that's the thing. That's Lily's job.
Right.
That takes no talent.
Right.
Right.
It's just
takes
great, dude.
Like, no, you go tell Lily, scoop up the dog shit.
Right.
You have intelligence. We need to work on this project. Yeah. That takes adults to do.
Lily can't do it.
Yeah.
She can't do it. Right.
So now, Lily's stuck with. She has to scoop the dog shit.
It's on shit duty.
Clean up the dishes, put away the dishes.
There you go.
Clean up all the things. And then we explained to her, look, you get all the jobs that doesn't require a lot of knowledge. This is what you're qualified to do. You're qualified to do this. I go, and guess what? In the business world, when you get a job, it's the same damn thing.
Picking up shit.
You're the one who has to pick up the litter. If you're working at McDonald's, you're going to go around the parking lot and do all that shit. Why? Because you're brand new.
Oh.
So this is a lesson, you're unskilled laborer,
dude.
So, and I say it like that. Lily, you are an unskilled laborer.
Right. Just get out there.
You do the things that require no skill.
Yeah.
That's how this works. Your mother has a lot of skills, and I have skills, and we have very little time.
Right.
So we have to clean the pool out.
Right.
Hannah has to do all the whatever you call pH balance of the pool. I mean, no kids, you can just dump chlorine in there, right?
Yes.
And I'm literally talking to Lily like this.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't just go be pouring chlorine. You don't know what you're doing. We have to do that.
Right.
Well, guess what? While we're doing that, so you could enjoy swimming in the pool.
Dog shit.
Dog shit. Unskilled labor shit.
Bro, if you know what's funny is when it's one of those when it's happening, it's god awful.
Yeah.
But years later, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
The first time, and I'm sure everybody can relate, the first time you have a shit job, right? But you're happy to be making money, but it's a shit job.
Yeah.
And you got to take the garbage out, and you just hoist it the wrong way.
Oh,
and it just ends up, especially summertime, bro. My first experience doing that was a pizza joint.
Yep.
Right? No, sorry, it was a Burger King. It was a Burger King in Toms River, New Jersey. And I go to get it up there because it was like extra heavy that day for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I go to and my pole must have opened a hole.
Yep.
Right.
It falls out.
Empty. Here's the visual. It's like I was pulling the bag and the bag kept going, but the garbage stayed here and just emptied onto
all on top
me,
of you.
Everything.
The worst is like the juices that flow out.
Oh, hot summer garbage
nasty
juice, bro. Oh my God, man. I mean,
yeah. Yeah. No. All right. What other? I'm curious now. Now we brought up the whole company brands and stuff.
Yeah.
What are those other brands that have kind of lost their way or haven't survived, or maybe they have recovered. Hostess.
Bankruptcy. They file 2012. And they sell, or they were bought or whatever, for like $5 billion. So many 10 years, 20, whatever, 15 years later, something like that, right? But it was the reason what they simplified the food thing, whatever they were offering. Like they just were like, no, we're just making Twinkies and this and this and that, done, right? They simplified the I think the processing and how they made the stuff. Everything was just.
I remember being so sad when I heard that news when they were going out of business. Yeah, because so many memories, dude. The ho-hos, unrolling the ho-hos, wondering as a kid, how do they get the cream in these Twinkies? And then like, oh, there's holes in the bottom here. Because that's back then. Like we didn't have all these documentaries.
No, yeah, I go to YouTube right now how it's made.
Yeah, now I can see it. Oh, okay. Something shoves up in there, shoots it. Like no, we didn't have that. So I remember just thinking like, oh, dude, the little
are there little elves
or like I know this is not Hostess, but Little Debbie snacks. Same thing, dude. Those I used to love when my mom would put the brownies in my little lunch box.
Yeah,
those are awesome.
I don't like chocolate.
Yeah. You don't like a lot of things.
I hate
chocolate.
But
okay, so they're ones they survived. Now that wasn't much of a branding issue. That was more financial.
No, that was the
business decisions,
that was
right?
The business side. Because I think
I'm sure it's always a lot of that. Like a lot of it's business decisions, poor choices, poor.
I wonder. Thinking of that though, like they got their business right because you're right. It wasn't
like they had a bad brand.
It was the back end of it, how it's made. But it's interesting that, like, as you said, half joking, you're like, oh yeah, it is kind of like, oh, that's that brand though. I thought it was going to stick around forever. So then when they do get their shit together, just production wise and business wise, it's kind of like everybody cheers, like, oh, cool, you guys. All right, great. We're going to pull through. I'll take one of these, indestructible, terrible for me treats. Sweet deal.
Kmart.
Yeah.
Another one.
Kmart. Wow,
Blue Light Special.
Sad news, man.
Blue Light Special.
They teamed up with Sears.
Oh, yeah.
And
Sears.
then they were both on fire. Both boats were like, hey, you guys on fire too? All right. You want to join?
Yeah.
That did not turn out very well at all. But I remember Kmart, man. Yeah. Blue Light Special. And that
Kmart's still around, though, right? I mean, there's still a few locations.
I haven't seen one. Are they?
I think so. I don't know. The last one that survived in Brunswick, Ohio, I think within the past 5-7 years is gone away now.
Yeah.
So maybe not.
Yeah.
We have what are some other what about GameStop? Do you think that they're going to survive?
I don't see how. Why would I go in, right? What is there that I can't get on just GameStop online? Like why would I go to the store?
Right.
Like there's not even anybody there.
To me
I don't get it.
To me that's sad. Because one of the things I used to do was just whenever I had nothing to do or whatever, like, hey, let's go get a game. I'll go with my sons or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's go head into GameStop.
Yeah.
So there's memories there. You just walk around. Oh, cool. Look at this section. These are on sale. Older versions of the game. There's a lot of memories at GameStop for me.
The thing.
Or just in game stores. I remember way back when I was a kid, my brother, one of my older brothers, Eric, he would take me out to the game store and we'd get like floppy disks of games. Yeah. Before GameStop was even a thing, before Xbox was even a thing. We were playing on Commodore 64, dude. Yeah.
Damn,
we had to slide in the little floppy disks, turn the little thing. Oh, man.
Like were they 5-inch?
Yeah, it was the big floppy disks.
The 3-inch were the harder ones.
Those were the harder ones. They came out later. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I remember those days of going to the store. And I used to love it because we'd, hey, let's go get a game. Okay.
Yeah.
We'd go to the mall, head into the game store, look at all the different floppy disks.
Damn, man. Damn, that's a long ass time.
But yeah, I don't know how GameStop will survive.
I don't think so. Like, all right, hold on. Not only do I not think they'll survive, and who knows, I'll be eating my words in here. I don't know. But it seems like if they're the Blockbuster of today, then there's the Netflix of today, right? But the thing is, we're talking about video games.
Right.
Like, who are you competing with? Xbox?
Yeah,
like Xbox already has a
they're-
very robust game
yeah.
system that you can
and
just
go
get
online
access.
and just download
Do you
it.
have membership capabilities?
Mhm.
I don't want to be a member.
Same
Okay,
thing
no
with
problem. You can buy
PlayStation,
it
all those
outright.
guys. You just go online and
Download the whole thing.
you know, long
Why
gone
would I
are the
go in?
days where like, where I don't know. For me, I remember lining up with my friends when Call of Duty would come out.
Yeah.
we'd line up there for an hour. We'd just be laughing, talking about like past matches we had.
Yeah, therein
then-
lies the difference, man. Like that experience,
Mhm.
like as we've said a million times, like we talk about going to concerts and just anything live. Like, and
Mhm.
if you're not there, like how cool was the Guru, right?
Mhm.
I remember going to arcades
Mhm.
and like there was the Guru player who was inevitably like probably a bit of a loser, to be honest, right? But he's like some 21-ish, 2-year-old, and then we're all teenagers,
Mhm.
right? But he like, I remember this one guy who always knew when like Mortal Kombat 2 came out, he had all the moves locked in. He had all the finishing, the fatalities and everything. I was like, wow, what are you, a genius? How did you know? But he was like the dude,
Yeah.
and he was like the king of like Freehold, New Jersey Mall.
Yeah.
And, but there was maybe not a GameStop then,
Mhm.
but certainly a video game store of some sort. And that's where you would go.
Yeah.
And like you'd check out the magazines because like where else am I going to find all this
Mhm.
information? But now I don't need to do all that. I can watch a playthrough on YouTube.
Mhm.
I can go to any fan site. It's going to tell me every single little Easter egg throughout the
Mhm.
thing. And
I don't know,
I don't see
but
what the
but
store's for.
I imagine that kind of like all the other examples we brought up.
Yeah.
I would say their main reason for their downfall wasn't necessarily perhaps marketing or branding issues. It was more business decisions, financial issues.
Yeah,
And so you'd hope that maybe GameStop, obviously they see where things are going. I mean, they know more what's going on than you and I for sure, right? And so they're probably looking at and I would hope that they have this plan of execution of how they're going to evolve into the current market, and future market needs. And so maybe it looks different. Maybe they do have their own GameStop thing. Maybe they downsize how many stores they have, because and still sell the used units and things like that. Because I know they make good money off that.
Yeah.
They probably have some.
I would
hope
they
have
hope.
some sort of game plan.
You'd think Blockbuster would have the same.
Yeah, but see, then when Blockbuster came, like internet was still like a new
No,
concept,
it's
right?
there's a paradigm shift.
Right.
Right. That's
Huge
the moment of
paradigm
like
shift.
there was nothing. There was before this moment and after.
Right.
100%.
Or at least when GameStop came out,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, internet thing is thriving. We get it, right?
Right.
AI thing. Okay, this stuff is starting to happen.
Yeah.
It's happening in real time, right before their eyes, and it's not like a huge risk, like or gamble. Like, should we do this internet thing? I don't really know.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's going to pan out.
Right. It's alive and well, and they're so you'd imagine they hopefully have some smart people figuring out how to further their brand, beyond whatever obstacle they're facing.
Yeah.
I think that.
But no, you're right. You're right. Mostly their business that like. Here's one. Again, it's not the marketing and the branding thing, but it's the trend, right? The social trend. So right now, the Maha movement, RFK Jr. lets the whole world know, and Americans in particular, that like, hey, by the way, you shouldn't eat 180,000 grams of sugar a day, because that might maybe make you a little unhealthy.
Yeah.
And so I think this is now kind of where it finally hits the popular culture. But like that train's been coming a long time.
Yeah.
For the past 15 years, we've all known and heard and like, oh, I probably shouldn't have that and I shouldn't have this and blah, blah, blah. And even before that, we had the McDonald's thing where they're like, hey, have a salad. That worked out real fucking good. And just so it's been going for a while, right? When I think of like brands that I liked, Kool-Aid comes to mind. It's not their fault. They never said they were health food. You know what I mean?
No.
But it's the trend of the day that like kind of took the wind out of their sails, right?
Yeah.
So now it's like seasonal. It's like summer food almost. Like, hey, we're having a barbecue. Dad's gonna have some beers. and the
I don't
kids are
remember
gonna
the
have
last
some
time
Kool-Aid.
I've ever drank Kool-Aid. This is being a kid. Did you ever have like your mom, your parents
Relax.
ever, or some friend that you knew? Did they ever have that Kool-Aid man pitcher?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
my
Collie Harvey.
neighbor had one
Yeah,
of those.
yeah.
I loved it.
That's right. Yeah, Collie Harvey
Yeah,
had that. He always had the cool stuff.
you know,
Yeah,
it's Kool-Aid will be around for it seems like forever, right?
forever.
But
Yeah,
like
but not
I
as
don't remember
it's
when
not
I've
on the shelves everywhere like it was.
yeah.
Right. I don't think that. To be honest, too, like I'm kind of biased. I hope it isn't either.
Mhm,
You know, I
mhm.
hope it is relegated to like a dessert or you know what I mean. Some more, not a dessert like you're thinking, but just to
Yeah,
say like this is not the staple diet
yeah.
that
You'd
we
hope.
should all be having
You'd
all the
hope.
time.
You'd hope.
Drink some water.
Yeah.
You know, let's not just drink Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's. And what are they going to do? Again, don't adapt
Yeah.
on that one, right? Don't adapt. Leave it
I
as
think
it
that's
is.
an interesting,
Yeah.
maybe another episode we should do. But like this whole change in culture, right, and
Yeah.
how that impacted brands.
Yeah.
Because like when my parents, your parents were, raising us as kids,
Right.
like my parents came in mid '60s,
Yeah.
late '60s, and so they went from that era where things weren't instant to then all of a sudden things are instant.
Everything's
And at that time, like, this is amazing.
This is
Sanka
easy.
coffee.
Oh.
Just take these crystals out and,
Yeah.
or
Right.
go to get TV dinners
Right.
from Stouffer's.
Yeah.
Like things are just, this is great. Microwaves.
Yeah.
Just turn this on and just cook.
Just microwaving it in plastic.
Yeah. Like back then, like that was like their AI that they had to deal with, you
Right.
know? Where they're talking about don't stand too close to the microwave, you're gonna get radiation. Like it's like
Right.
everybody's freaking out about all this instant stuff.
And then
But, like,
meanwhile,
but people are
they're eating
marveling at
melted plastic.
Right. Exactly.
Cool. Well, I think that's going to be a good spot to end this thing. From the iconic era of advertising to the digital age, I'm Chris.
And I'm Ernie.
Keep it legendary.